Welcome everyone. It is November the 10th, 2023, and we are on to a new chakra, the Halion chakra, connected to the law of attachment and detachment, the sixth dimension, and the blessing and virtue of prudence. And I'll just jump into the slideshow right now, but it is Saint Bernadette that's going to be sharing about prudence, and the Buddha about the law of attachment and detachment. So these classes run on Wednesdays and Fridays, 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And if you want more information, my site is voiceoffreedom.ca. Okay, so here we are. Oh, yes, Darren.
Who's Saint Bernadette?
Well, she's one of the saints. She was the one that she was the one at Lourdes who discovered the water in the ground, the healing water.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I haven't she's one of the saints. We're going to learn more about her. I haven't started the prudence part yet, but there's a whole explanation of who she is.
Kathleen?
Yes.
She was led to a field by Lourdes, and the Divine Mother appeared to her and told her to start digging in that particular spot. And everybody thought she was crazy because she was digging and digging and digging and nothing was happening. Well, as you know, finally the water, burst through, and that became healing water, which is part of the attraction of going to Lourdes.
Yes.
So Saint Bernadette of Lourdes.
Yes, she's really quite magical. And then after that happened, she went into a nunnery and just stayed there.
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll learn all about that. She also says to bless all the water, like when you're drinking water. So whenever I'm dealing with any water, I'm always blessing it and calling her in. She loves to be called in with the Divine Mother, Mother Mary, to bless the water. And in the blessing of the water, we're actually helping the planet forgive themselves for everything that's happened here. Not the planet, but humanity, for everything that's happened here, because water is connected to peace, to forgiveness, to movement, to divine alignment. And yeah, so it's a good idea to just bless the water whenever you're drinking it. But I just put up here the front of my website. So it's voiceoffreedom.ca. The links for the classes and the Meditation Monday are right on the homepage. You can go to the homepage. If ever I've forgotten to post on the Golden Age of God, you can just go right to my site. And it's right here. Also through this pink circle, there you can find the recordings and the meditations I talked about. And of course, it's just by donation. So I've got that all on the front page as well. And through this pink circle. And the gold circle is information about the laws, the dimensions, and the blessings and virtues. And the green one is if you'd like a card reading. And this is the blog. The blue circle is the blog where everything is posted as well. Okay, so here we are, universal law of attachment and detachment. So there's the Buddha. There's a couple of pictures of the Buddha, one sitting under the Bodhi tree. The sixth dimension that Albert Einstein is going to describe, the Halion chakra, and prudence. So here we go. So here we are right here. So predominantly this chakra is blues and greens. Blue connected to the water, and that's why Saint Bernadette is going to talk about prudence here. But prudence also is this other color called Sarun. So it spins above and below the heart chakra. Prudence is the water and the sunlight energy. It's knowing when to step into situations and when to step back. It's refined balance. So it's understanding the water energy and the sunlight, the father and the mother. It's a really interesting blessing and virtue. I am prudence. And then the sixth dimension So we're going to learn a bit about the sixth dimension tonight. So you can see here, this is just a reminder, the chakras are like nature inside of us, just bursting out that perfect wholeness that we're remembering that we are. Whenever we see nature, it always looks so perfect and beautiful. Just reminding yourself that that's who you are as well. From the inside out, it's all the colors, and within the colors is embedded all these teachings that we're talking about. So from the root to the crown, the deep, deep red to the purple in each chakra is understanding and knowing of how things work in the higher realms. Color is vibration and frequency. And within the energy of the color is lots of information. And you can see, look at this page. It's got so much on it. Okay. So this is the Halion chakra. I made this because I'm not really sure what it looks like, but came together pretty naturally because the Halion chakra is mint green, and it's got the violet, the turquoise, the mauve, the pink, and the blue. So just sort of came together like that. And if you stare at it, it looks like a portal. So it is our portal to our star family and the sixth dimension of chaos. From chaos comes change. So here's a picture of Saint Bernadette. She's going to share with us about prudence. And there's the Buddha for the law. And it's just remembering that prudence spins below the heart there in the green and the blue, and above in the sarun. And the musical notes connected to this chakra are C and E. There's 2 notes. And it is also connected to our DNA activation, creative chaos and growth, connection and communication with our star family, surrender, trust, hope, fortitude, DNA activation. So the 12th strand into the 13th. I believe it's already all happened. Then that's why our mastery is right at hand. Remembering how to be peace, how to be love, how to be joy, that they are innate within us and just a natural fallback once the belief systems have dissolved and we really get that they aren't real. So you can just see, there it is there, there's the heart, and there's the sarun. And know that this chakra is a portal to the higher dimensions, especially our star family. So here we are, we're creating family peace, world peace, understanding our star family is watching over us. Porlana C is an amazing meditation to do. I've been posting it with the links in the last little while. So it's, I don't know if I put it up, and I'll make sure I put it up with the recording, but it helps us with our mastery. It's blue and the red to create the magenta. And this is, you know, as we go up the golden ascension spiral, so we activate our 13th strand of DNA there. So that's me making the DNA there and understanding how things work. So embedded within the 13th strand is all this information that we're learning that's coming forth now. And just know the Porlana C generally spins, from my understanding, counterclockwise. We're winding back the past with forgiveness of everything to create peace. And then we go up the ascension spiral. And then sometimes we have to go back because there's more peace work to do. And then we go up into the joy, and then there's more peace. So it's a back and forth, up and down the spiral, up and down, up and through the dimensions. We're going in, we're becoming multidimensional. And sometimes we just have to go backwards, like Albert says. So this is the reminder of what the solar plexus was about. So you can see it's very different. It's the nervous system, the spleen, the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder. So that's what we were studying. And this one is all about DNA activation. Okay. So here's Albert talking about the 6th dimension. He says it is his favorite. It is the place or state of being where ideas and belief systems mutate into form. This dimension has often been defined by this channel as the dimension of chaos. There are many above and below who would suggest that the human race collectively is in the process of experiencing the growth opportunities of the six. When we say chaos, we speak of it in terms of creative chaos. For in every chaotic situation, whether it is internal, such as cancer, or external, such as war or societal breakdown, there is an opportunity for growth. So I've had quite a few people in the reading room who have experienced cancer, and what it did for them was it made them turn inward and address what was going on inside themselves, what belief systems they were holding. And there's been many that have cured themselves. And it's the same whenever we get sick, it's good to turn it around and ask, what is this and why? What's going on? And our guides will tell us. So it's a good time to surrender. It's a great time to surrender and listen. And he goes on, often you have heard me speak of the process of implosion, explosion of creation. Chaos is the nucleus for that action and outcome. It can be beautiful and magnificent. Think of it as the Big Bang. Think of it as the birth of a solar system, the death of a star. The biggest opportunity for growth of the sixth dimension is the understanding that you are not in control. And that's been one of my biggest lessons to learn, not to jump when I think I hear something to do, to sit back and wait and listen and surrender. Because I used to just jump and think, oh yeah, I got to do that. And now it's like, no, just wait. And usually it comes to me rather than me chasing it. So Albert goes on, it brings with it the growth of the qualities of surrender. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Deeper surrender, trust, fortitude. So fortitude is the courage to surrender, and hope. And hope is all about understanding the mother and the father are equal within us. There is no hierarchy. So in that place of understanding equality between the golden father energy and the blue of the mother is love, the green, the emerald green of love. And from that place, that's a much better place to create, because then the creations are not out of balance. It is the ability to acknowledge that seemingly random chaos has a divine patterning. It teaches the lessons of reaping what you sow. It brings forth a profound appreciation of the gift of the unknown. So just know there's lots happening all around us, and just to embrace the unknown, because that's the best place to be. Just letting our purpose unfold in front of us, rather than trying to figure out how it's going to happen, because we don't know. We do not know how it's going to happen. Okay, yes, Darren?
Yeah, we don't, because that's unknown. But
Yeah.
I was finding this interesting that chaos has a divine patterning. I find that an interesting statement. So everything is patterned, including chaos?
Absolutely, because people will catch cancer, or develop cancer, not catch it, but develop it, and that's chaos within. And oftentimes there's a reason. Whenever we get sick, it's the reason is to go look within, because most of the time we're just like searching for the next thing that's in the external, rather than exploring the internal. And it's the internal where all the action is happening now. It's not really outside of us.
Okay, so the patterning then is the result of whatever the cause is.
Not necessarily. it just, well, it can be, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. But it's saying that seemingly random chaos has a divine patterning. Okay, so if you think about the journey that we've been on, the million-year journey, or millions of years, it all started, I believe, when Lucifer left, being close to source energy, went off, and then it helped create this adventure that we're on. So there was divine patterning in that, because the mother said we were bored. And so she created an adventure for us that's been difficult for us to figure out. It's been really difficult to let go of these belief systems that have compounded and create chaos. So that there's been divine patterning in the whole journey, because it was created, the chaos was created for us. Does
Or
that make sense?
did we create the chaos?
Well, we have, yeah. Look at what we're doing right now on the planet. Look at the wars. That's us. We're creating that with the belief system, our belief systems. Because if we were all at peace within, there would be no war. As within, so without. And that's why I keep saying family peace, world peace, because the more of us that are interested in just connecting with our families and sorting out what's going on, that brings world peace. But easier said than done. Believe me, I know it. And
If it was easy, we'd do it already.
yeah, but I believe that's the work that we're supposed to be doing. And that makes sense with this chakra as well. Because it's deeper surrender, it's trust, it's fortitude. It takes a lot of courage to face into what's not working, and hope, and balancing everything. But how many of us, reach out and make sure everybody's okay in our immediate families? Yeah. I'm trying, but it's not easy. Okay. So now this was a meditation that I've been posting in each one, because it's so amazing, the information. And it came from Sanat Kumara. So he says, at the base of our rib cage is our Halion chakra. It is a bridge between our higher and lower chakras, but is also the bridge out throughout the galaxies and the universe to our star brothers and sisters. It is the color of mint green mixed with the electro blue of that planet in the Pleiadian sector, pink, mauve, some turquoise, and violet. And he says to breathe in the mint, that fresh green, smell it, taste it in your mouth, the back of your tongue, and bring that energy down to the base of your rib cage. This is one of our centers of communication with our star family, the outer galaxies. It also plays an important role in our DNA activation of our 12 into the 13th strands of DNA in our shift from a carbon to a crystalline structure. So the more we open to the light, which is understanding joy and peace and love, then we lighten up. Yes, Steve.
Well, just wanted to mention that I heard Linda say at some point that the 13th strand, what that was, is they took the 12 and they made it into one, and that's the 13th. That was the explanation I heard. I don't know if you heard that as well.
Our star family did that?
Or whoever is doing it. I don't know who's in charge of DNA.
Well, I think Saint Germain has something to do with it, because he's always helping us. I think it's probably an activation that's happening across the planet.
Oh, undoubtedly, yes. Yes.
For all of us.
Yeah.
So it could be a star family thing. I think it's connected to us doing the Porlana Sea on behalf of many, that it's an incredible meditation. You always feel different after it.
Okay.
I think that's activation of the 13th strand.
Uh-huh.
But it's also just family peace, really going deep and facing into family and really getting to peace about, you know, the ones that we incarnated here with, because there was a reason we came with that group,
Right.
whether it was to do the work or for their chaos to be created and then do the work. You know? Yeah. But anyways, in the center of this chakra, we access the 6th dimension of creative chaos. Feel the electric energy of this dimension, of the busyness of the activity, and feel the connection to our star family, to our star brothers and sisters. Embrace the divine qualities of prudence, surrender, trust, fortitude, and hope. Go deeper and feel how this creative chaos, the energy of the Big Bang, of the exhale of the Mother, assists us in our creation, in collecting the creation codes. Feel it, breathe it, be it. Feel the attachment and the detachment from anything that does not serve us. So we're always attaching to information gathering, then detaching from anything that feels not of love, and then again coming back to the attachment and attaching to the highest vision. So, but the Buddha is going to explain that to us. So it's a really interesting chakra. There's a lot going on. This is just a little explanation of prudence. The Council of Love gives these little sort of nuggets of what the blessings and virtues are, sort of an overview. So they're saying it's twin of temperance, the ability to know in all situations when to proceed and when to retreat, when to take action and when to be still, when to offer help and when to keep silence, to know in exact measure what is required, whether it is in baking a cake or healing a psychic injury, all things in correct measure. Prudence encompasses the quality of moderation, the genuine knowing and practice of everything in balance. No one person can live in only one area of their being, their life, and truly be representative of the whole. Prudence allows for the complete and total release of addictions, an unusual trait on earth. The colors are Sarun and Halion, which are rays of the higher dimensions. So, and addictions is our addiction to pain, as Archangel Michael called it. So it's addiction to the belief systems, the old ones that keep us stuck. Not wanting to forgive, not wanting to be in gratitude. It's a real addiction, a real pull to be right and to control and to not be in gratitude for everything. But once you start the practice of gratitude, it makes it a lot easier. So I highly recommend just saying. And the funniest thing, one of the things that really shifted me was hearing just to say arigato, the Japanese way. It made a huge difference. Every money transaction, every anything connected to just needing to be more in divine alignment with gratitude it's an easy way to remember. Arigato. And then it shifts you in the moment into divine alignment. So you can say it even getting out of bed in the morning or before you eat, or there's a million times to say thank you throughout the day. Halion is one of the 13 rays, one of the new rainbow rays, and is a combination of blue, pink, mauve, some turquoise, and violet, shot through with mint green. As a chakra, it sits at the base of your rib cage and is used as a portal to connect with our star brothers and sisters as well as to come to know your own star self. So does everybody know you have a star being self? No? Okay. So there's lots of selves that you have. You have your star being self. You have your dolphin self. You have your fairy self. You have your angelic self. You've had so many different incarnations that your star self is very powerful and someone to connect with, because it'll be connected to the different planets that you've lived on and has lots of information for you. So it's fun to just keep asking questions about your star self. So Halion was also a planet millions of years ago, which evolved to sheer energy. Form was released, and the energies of the planet and the collective assumed a new or expanded soul purpose. This energy is known as the Halion engineers, constructors, architects, builders of new pure realities, be it a building, society, or institution. The council tells us that many of the Halion engineers will be assisting us with the building of Nova Earth. Saroon is the color and ray of peach, soft oranges, pinks, gold, the skin of a peach, and the color of a magnificent sunset. As a chakra, the Saroon sits at the high heart, so it's right above the heart, or thymus, and is the center for peace, harmony, and gentle love. So Halion and Saroon are, oopsie, the two colors of prudence. So that's why prudence has all these colors in the word, because the two colors are Saroon and Halion. And so Halion is here right below and Saroon is right above. So you can see Saroon is more golden. And so it's connected more to gratitude. And this has a few more blues in it and connected to the forgiveness. So we want to be in forgiveness and gratitude, peace and joy to create the love in the heart chakra. Connected to the water, connected to the sunlight. So you can see how it all correlates and interrelates in this chakra system. Okay. Now, I wanted to give us a reminder of the healing chamber. So this is on board ship. You can ask to go there every night. They work with the 8 fields of our that surround the physical form. And the more we are in alignment, the easier it is to heal if we get sick or move forward, to create. Everything works better when we're in this divine alignment. So the healing chamber, the first wall, if you want to have like a real conscious knowing of it, this information came when we were studying information from Ashira back in the summer, last summer, I believe. And so they described the healing chamber. And the first wall is a window, so to see the healing technicians and have no sense of separation. A lot of our illnesses come because we believe we're separate from our guides, from source, from things that aren't working. We feel like we're separate. That is the base of anxiety. Anxiety is the belief in separation. So when you really, really know and get that we're never alone, their guides are always with us, then it's very healing. So that's why they would say, we can see the technician, so there's no sense of separation. The far wall, so turn the head to the left, is completely glass, so that the individual is seeing and being caressed by the universe, by the stars, and by the ships that are floating or coming into port. You can see our star family's transportation. The third wall is made up of light and color and textures that are inviting and soothing, because healing is in the color. They beam us with color and sound and scent. In the color, sound, and scent is perfect divine alignment. And the fourth wall has that as well, but it's also the door to the antechamber. So yes, Darren.
So if you want to go to the healing chamber, you just call on a shearer to go there.
Or just talk to your guides. You can ask Ashira, but you can just say, just before you go to sleep, just say, I'd like to be conscious and go to the healing chamber. Come back with information for us.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are going there anyways, but yeah, by all means. Just, yeah. Yes, Ken, you're on mute.
Well, one of the things I've been wondering about,
Mhm.
since we have these opportunities to now go to a place that actually has a healing chamber, whether it's worth it, whether it's necessary.
You mean like on the earth or?
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, if we're going to the healing chamber every night, is there a need for us to physically go to any of these sites to get one of those healing chambers?
Well, sometimes it needs to be supported in the physical. So the healing chambers at night will give us the knowledge of if we need to support ourselves in the physical, because it's not like we like a good example is the food that we eat, because what we eat is who we are. So ingesting a very organic, light-filled food will help with creating the physical form into a light-filled body. So there is physical supports that need to happen. And there are amazing healers on planet to help us as well. So as above, so below. And guess who the healers are? They're our star family who are in physical form. Absolutely.
Cool.
We are surrounded with star beings. Every day when I'm out in the world, I am seeing star beings. You are surrounded. We have so much help here. It's extraordinary. We just have to remember. And so part of the 13th strand of DNA activation is us recognizing that we're surrounded as well. Our family is with us. Mm-hmm. Yes, Steve.
And were you asking whether the healing chamber replaces med beds?
Yes.
I don't know, Kathleen.
Well, I'm just saying that I think it's good to do both, because the healing chamber above will let us know if we need to do more in the physical. Because physical can be very helpful. Like you going to the chiropractor, and you know what I mean? It's helpful.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, me getting powdered vitamin C. Very helpful. Mhm. Yeah, so if we're struggling with anything, so if you give me with my throat a good example, ever since I started losing my voice, I mean, partly due to doing so many readings, but also, I shouldn't be losing my voice. But just if my body was in perfect health, I wouldn't be losing my voice. So it was a good indication to wake up and start taking care of myself better. Doing the inner cleansing to create my voice back to the way it was. So yeah, always in the physical and etheric. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, I think it's good to do both, because the physical will heal in the physical, but you also need to clear out all the thought forms as well and transform those thought forms. So you need to do both parts of it.
Yeah, and you can see that the field. So there's the emotional field right there. It's very close to the body, and the mental field is way out here. So the fields need to be cleaned. And I think that is what's happening in the healing chamber. They're helping us do that. And then we can support it in the physical here on Earth. Going to get a massage, going to somebody that understands Reiki, going to You know, there's so many modalities, even the laser treatment that my daughter got. I mean, it's extraordinary what's coming forth. And Steve, you've been going to the energy healing. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. It's I think in the physical can be as important as the, you know, on ship. But I wanted to put this here to make it remind us. And let's be guinea pigs. Let's just say, okay, I'd like to go to the healing chamber. I'd like to be conscious of the healing chamber. And then we can report back. Okay. So, and this is another one that's really important for our freedom, invoking the law of sacred purpose. So Sanakamara says, humbly and joyfully in thanksgiving and awe, I invoke the law, going to that place within my heart, which is the golden temple in behind. So flying through that pinprick of light into the golden temple within my heart, formulating the intent that I am living in alignment, in perfect alignment with the universal law of purpose. It is my freedom ticket. It always has been. So invoking that first law, so important as well, because what it does is it brings all the fields into alignment. So there's a couple of things. Consciously asking to go to the healing chamber and invoking the law of sacred purpose for freedom. And then also consciously going back, which the sacred purpose law is connected to the root chakra and going back to the root of everything in this lifetime and just blessing everything that's happened. Just being in gratitude for the good, the bad, and the ugly, forgiving everything, not being right about the past, because that is what creates the chaos here. If countries were not being right with each other, there would be no war, but it starts with us. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, DK has been saying that it's very important to clear the root chakra, because if there are any defilements or core issues in the root, it will affect every other chakra in your body.
Okay, but how do you do that? Just loving the past. Love for the root. Like that's how you clear it. It's not trying to figure it out. And from my understanding, we've done the figuring out. We have some understandings. Now it's just time to love it, be at peace, be grateful for it. It's been a heck of a long journey, millions of years. And we've got some pretty chaotic stuff on the planet. And the faster we come to peace within, just loving everything about the past, all the experiences, the faster we clean up the wars on the planet and the pollution and everything else that's going on here. So compassion is a great one. Prudence, we're going to learn all about. Family peace, world peace. And it's funny, I made this as a card. I only made up a couple for the little shop that I work in. He just ordered 18 more. He said it was very popular. And peace is the theme for Christmas. And I was like, great. Even if it's one little shop, then I can work with that and I can expand that out to the whole world. So family peace, world peace. And that's kind of the end. Oh, that's all I did. Okay. Well, there we go. That's long enough. Yeah, that's exactly 40 minutes. So what shall we send out to the world? Shall we send out family peace, world peace?
Well, that sounds good. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sacred purpose and healing. Let's do it. So I'm going to just set the timer for 10 minutes. And if anybody doesn't want to be, just turn off your video if you'd rather not be shown meditating. But here we go. I'm going to put myself on mute. Right. So here we go. See you in 10 minutes. Family peace, world peace. Okay. That is 10 minutes. Mm. Wow, that was a good one. Okay. Oh, I feel you there, Lillian. That's how I feel. I can't wait to go to bed. I'm tired. Okay, well, that was fun. Any comments or questions about that? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna continue with Prudence and we'll learn all about Saint Bernadette in the next one on Wednesday. But we will be together on Monday, hopefully, for sending love meditation. But I'm gonna just stop the recording. So I'm just gonna say thank you to everyone for joining in.